All right, yes, this is my Antec NeoECO 520 watt power supply. So I actually used this in my old Linux workstation build from I think probably about 10 years ago. This is 20, I'm recording this in the year 2020 right now, and I think I built this around 2010 or 2011. So you can see behind me here, this is the system I just pulled it out of. And I'm just cleaning the system back. I'm cleaning the system up, and I'm going to put this back in. I'm just like dusting it off and stuff. So I just pulled this power supply out, and I figured I'd just record a quick video talking about this power supply in particular, because I'm going to be doing some coverage of other power supplies in the future. So this is worth taking a quick look at. So it has a nice little, I don't know, there's the fan. I don't know, here's a sticker on the side of it. Here's the back of it. This is what would stick out of your PC case. Has a little switch on it, which is kind of nice to have. That's pretty common. Has one plug where you would plug the power cable in. You can see some components through the grate there. What else? Yeah, so 520 watts, which is fine for what I need. You can see some stats about it. And you can see it's an 80 plus over there. Let's see. I'm going to add some more details about this after I actually record this video. Check the link in the description. You can see this is not a modular power supply. This is from before modular power supplies were very common, and this actually has two cables to power the system board. You can't see at the angle I have it here. There's one main one that goes to the system board over here, and one that goes up to the CPU over here. And then it has a bunch of others, like I use it to power some fans. I pulled the fan out here, and I'm about to put it back in, and there's a fan in the front, and then there's a fan that goes on the actual door to the case. And it powers all of those, and it powers a few drives. And this old system actually still has a DVD drive in it that I pulled out. I'm probably going to put it back in, even though I haven't used a DVD or a CD in many years. But yeah, so I'm holding the camera and this at the same time. Let me see if I can pick this up and show you some of the parts real quick. All right, so yeah, this is what connects to the system board. You can see all those pins there. There's only one way to plug that thing in. Now the design of these have changed a little bit over the years. What else could we show you? And sorry about the camera angle there. All right, so this thing right here, this is worth looking at. So this splits into two, so it's a little bit flexible. I actually had these both together like this, and both of these were plugged in right over here above the CPU. Right in that little socket right there is where these things plugged in to give it power. So other than that, I have some adapters for the fans and some splitters and other random things. And what else? Here's a standard Molex connector, has plenty of these, and it has some power. I believe it has some, yeah, it has some SATA. Let me grab one of these. It has quite a few of these SATA power plugs too. This provides power to a SATA drive, which is pretty, I mean, SATA drives were pretty common at the time, even back in like 2010. And now M2 sockets are becoming way more popular, but SATA is still pretty standard on most systems. You can see all the SATA ports right there. See those blue SATA ports? And above that, you can see that. You can see there's a couple more ports that come off the side here, so you can plug into the side here. I believe these were faster. I believe this is like, I forget even the standard for it, but I believe these two were supposed to be faster. I'd have to look at the spec for the system. All right, so I'm gonna open this up to actually, I need to clean the fan blades inside this power supply. So I'm gonna open it up and clean it out. This is kind of dangerous because of the capacitors in there. I believe they still hold a pretty good charge and can probably kill you, but I'm not sure. I'm not certain of that. But yeah, generally you should never open a power supply, but you should especially never do that if it's actually plugged in. This is not plugged in, but as far as I know, there could still be capacitors with enough charge to do some harm. I don't know, so I'm going to be extra careful, but you should never do this yourself. Anyways, so I removed a screw here, here, and here, and now these other 4 screws are to remove the fan from this. But to actually open this up, you just remove this screw, this screw, this screw, and one screw right here. They have this, warranty void if removed sticker, and hidden under that is the other screw. I have no real concern for that because it's not like I'm going to ship this back. It's not like it would matter anyways, like 10 years later, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because I could get really frustrated not knowing where the screw is because it happens to be covered up by that. But anyways, we're gonna pull that off and open this thing up, and I'll probably take a quick clip of what's inside it before I clean the fan up for anyone who's curious to watch this. Right. So I got this thing open pretty easily, and unfortunately, as I was pulling this out, this thing came unplugged, so I'm gonna have to check and I guess dig through here and figure out where this plugged in. Shouldn't be too much of a big deal, not even worth recording or anything. So I'm just gonna get a quick shot of the inside here. So there you go. You can see all these neat looking components and stuff. Look at all those wires cabled around or coiled around and stuff. You can see here there's a gigantic looking capacitor. I'm pretty sure that's a capacitor. And I believe, yeah, I don't know what a lot of the components in here are. But yeah, look, there's some smaller capacitors, which are still bigger than what's on my system board. And yeah, there's this gigantic one here, and that's the one I probably wouldn't. I think you're supposed to discharge them before you work with them or anything. If you were, well, I mean, we don't need to work with them. Most I'm going to do is dust this out, but yeah, generally, I think if you were to touch the pins on this would probably kill you. Anyways, yeah, I'm not going to touch that. So that's the inside of my power supply. This is my Antec power supply. I actually really like the Antec brand and Antec cases and anything by Antec. So yeah, that's it. That's all I really wanted to show you today. If you like watching this kind of stuff, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, questions, criticisms, comments, anything. Hit the subscribe button for more awesome content like this, and hit the little bell icon so you get a notification when a new video comes out. As always, thanks for watching.